Who is Ultimate Rejects?
Well, the Ultimate Rejects consists of 4 on-stage members, and we have a very equipped and very versatile backroom staff. So all in all, it's probably around 6 or 7 people involved in the group at present. What we do is Caribbean dance music, otherwise known as CDM, but we also, do major genres and all the other genres, particularly in the Caribbean, dance music as well, pop music, reggae, dancehall, all the major genres we do. But what we focus on this year in particular was our involvement in soca music and the carnival scene. And in order, to do that, we kind of more or less sat down as a group and said, hey, we need to get a couple of songs out there so that people could recognize the brand, not just in Trinidad or the Caribbean, but, the entire world. So, we came up with a couple of songs. The first one was Stage God, that was released last year in October. And then in December, we put out a track called Full Extreme. And when Full Extreme came out, if anybody didn't know about the Ultimate Rejects, they began inquiring immediately.
Yes. What's your future after this? What's the next step? Yes, I know you did a video.
Well, for the near future, we're currently working on material for Carnival 2018. But I mean, in between the 2 carnivals, in between this year and next year, we have released about maybe 8 or 9 tracks. Tracks from us alone, collaborations, remixes, and all of that. So we are a unit that continuously putting out music. But for the near future, it's really just the content for Carnival next year. That's what we're working on.
Fantastic. Yeah. The music you make, the last song, right, is like a history song, meaning the time, era. Do you think that you can do music like that every year?
There's a time,
timing is everything.
Timing is everything. I mean, like time era music, any piece of music that you put out, it must be able to stand the test of time. The whole idea behind Full Extreme was, I guess, collaborating and fusing the old with the new. Because even though we are an electronic group, which may be a new style of music to a lot of people, it was like finding a way to marry the old and the new. So it's like just making the music timeless. Yeah,
It can be done, but it's not easy, because at the end of the day, we're talking about dealing with live musicians back in the day. That sound, that warm sound, when you think about people like, Lester and Paul and all these other people like Pelham Goddard and what they did, and Kenny Phillips and what they did with the music. We have a rich history, in our culture, and in calypso, in soca music, and, in order for Full Extreme to be able to be compared with that, we didn't even go for that. We just said, hey, we have a beautiful song, we have a beautiful energy and approach to it, and let's put it out. Sometimes it works like that. When you think too hard, sometimes you don't get it right. But now we realize that there's a market for it, because the young people gravitate towards it, which wasn't really that surprising, but it was still appreciated that the young folks could, say, hey, this sounds like something that my parents or my grandparents would listen to, and I love it. And then also getting the older people to come out, the senior citizens to come out and say, hey, this is one of the greatest songs we've heard in the past 30 or 40 years, and for them to even mention us in that particular time gap to say, they're feeling to party when they hear the song, it was a beautiful thing. So, we will try our very best to, keep up that standard, without trying to say, hey, we need another Full Extreme song. We just need to have another Full Extreme effort in everything that we do. In everything that we do, in our writing, in our production, in our performances, in the way we go about life, give it your best, and God will give you the blessings.
Amen to that. Where to next? Where are you guys heading to next?
After here, we head to Bahamas. We head to Bahamas for Soca on the Seas.
Right.
and that will more or less tie up our 2017 schedule. So hopefully from next week go straight down till the end of the year. You know, we could sort of get some time back home to work on new material and all that. So.
Any secret songs that's coming up?
Well,
Surprises.
well, when songs are released, it's no longer a secret, you know. But we're always in the lab working, and the aim is to keep the music, you know, real and keep, you know, make sure that everyone could enjoy the music. As long as you can dance to it, as long as it is infectious, and as long as it hits you, it needs to hit you, which is in the heart, you know, the head, and then the body.
Oh yeah.
Then we're cooking.
Yes. It's a pleasure talking to you, gentlemen.
Yes, man.
And I know you guys will go a long way. Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you very
Pleasure.